Hey guys, this is Steve again with LRM Leasing. Today we're going to talk about one of the most annoying sounds. Yep, the horn on a Freightliner that constantly goes off. So the first thing we're going to do, there's two very simple things about that kind of issue. Usually, actually three most common issues, right? First one could be just the horn. Very simple, replace it. The next one would be the actual button. So there's metal tabs. Sometimes they are just, pushed down all the way. You may have to make the adjustment. And then the third would be the clock spring. So the clock spring is where you're gonna have to have the steering wheel removed. So you can pry off the horn itself, the button, two flat heads on each side, work it up and pops up, and then a big Allen head where you gotta take the bolt out and then you gotta wiggle the steering wheel. So here's the issue. I don't want to dive in too much of it just because I think you could make a mistake by installing a clock spring completely on your own. But the other two things should be able to do yourself. I'm going to show you where the city horn's located at. Also, the button. I'm going to show you where we can make those changes as well. All right, so it's very simple. All you would need is a flathead screwdriver, and then the other one, just a torque bit, or sometimes people may have put a hex head on it. Sometimes it should be around 12 or a 13 millimeter or a ½ inch or 9/16 or a T35. But I'm gonna tell you guys all about it. All right guys, so for this job, to remove the horn button off this Freightliner Cascadia, I would get two flat heads. Sometimes you can just get away with one. I like to use two, one short, one a little bit longer. And what I would do is I'll start on the corner of here where your buttons are. Now don't just go like digging in there. Take your time, put it in there, and then what you do is you want to twist, and they'll give it a little bit of room, and then you can use the other one underneath on the front. As you can tell, I already popped it off, but you just wiggle this off, and then here. Now, it could make the horn noise. Just don't freak out. Just keep removing. And once you get it removed, this is the button that you push on, right? As you can see, here's the plate, and there's that hex head that was, not the hex head, the Allen head, to remove the bolt, to remove the steering wheel. But this is what I want to concentrate on, right? These tabs. So let's just say the horn's not working and you keep hitting it. Pull this off. Sometimes you could take your little flathead and then pry these out a little bit. Or the other way would be because it has happened, because maybe you just did an alignment and they redid your steering wheel. Sometimes some of the technicians will pry out and all of a sudden your horn's just constantly going off. So go here, you may want to just bend these back just a smidge, and then when you want to double check, you just put the horn back on, and it's very easy. Just use a fist, not a hammer. All right, and then push, and then release. And if that works, you resolve the problem. Now, if this is not the issue and the horn is still constantly going off, next place I would check would be your city horn. So we're in a Freightliner Cascadia. This one's a newer model. This one's a 2019. If you have a little bit older one, I'm going to show you where that location is. That one's going to be on the hood, and the newer ones are going to be on the passenger side, up on your front wall, or people may call it your firewall, whatever terminology you want to use, but it's up against the wall on the passenger side, which I'm going to show you guys. So this is a very easy step. Let's go to the next stop. All right guys, so now we're on the passenger side of this Freightliner Cascadia. I forgot a flashlight, but everybody has a cell phone. So if you look here, right here in this area, that's where the city horn is located on this 2019 Freightliner Cascadia. As you can see, there's one plug, and then on the back side, it's just a bolt. All right, it's a hex head. You're gonna need a 13 millimeter and a small little ratchet. Once you loosen it up, you can pull it off by finger and yank the bad boy out. All right, and that's the location for the horn, the city horn, if you need to replace it. All right. That's pretty easy, easy peasy lemon squeezy. All right guys, again, we were just talking about the city horn and it staying on all the time to be the most annoying sound as possible, right? So there's a few things that you guys can do to try to save some money, right? One, determine if it's the actual button, where it's an issue, or if it's gonna be the city horn. Anything beyond that, I would highly recommend that you take it to a shop to replace the clock spring. And that's located under the steering wheel, okay guys? And also, here's the biggest tip. If you're in the middle of a load and the annoying sound of that horn going off, just in the meantime, unplug the horn and then get back home or to a shop to get it figured out. you guys don't have to stop because of a city horn going out. You guys still have this, the air horn, which you can still use on the road, all right? Just be cautious of what part of the neighborhood you go in, but in the meantime, unplug it, keep rolling, and then fix it a little later down the road, okay guys? If you guys saw anything that you liked today, please pound that like button. If you have any questions or concerns of anything that you saw, or just something else that you want to mention, leave a comment at the bottom. And guys, I want to get more content your way and save you money. Please subscribe. I'll see you guys around.